Hey y'all, let's make some Chipotle chicken bowls. Now, if you're like me, you've been getting a little thick from all this staying at home, so we're gonna make some healthy food and make our own ranch dressing, and I'm gonna show you how. So the first thing we're gonna do is get started on roasting our potatoes. So I'm just using sweet potatoes today, and I'm gonna slice them in rounds and get them ready to get roasted.
Boom, roasted.
So while we're doing that, I'm going to pull out our chicken that I have marinated overnight in lime juice, salt, thyme. I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box, but these are the ingredients that we're going to be using to roast our chicken and our sweet potato. You want to line a baking pan with some foil, and we're going to get started with seasoning our food. One thing I've been noticing a lot is that there's a lot of people online who are getting upset when people don't season their food well, which I understand because this channel is called Season That Ish. But one thing that I noticed though is that sometimes people get mad if you don't use like a pound of adobo when the food doesn't really require a pound of adobo. You get what I'm saying? So here we're just adding in our cumin, coriander, garlic powder, and some oregano with some salt, and we're just going to toss that around. Next, we're going to be adding in our chicken breast. We're going to roast the chicken right next to the sweet potato. Now these were cleaned and marinated overnight. So now I'm adding in some chicken bouillon seasoning, some garlic powder, paprika, and these are similar ingredients to what we put on the potatoes, but slightly different so we can have some like slight different flavor profiles that still make sense in the same bowl. I added in some turmeric and some chili powder, and today I'm using chili powder, but sometimes I do use the adobo sauce from Chili's in Adobo. Of course, I'm going to top everything off with parsley because like would it be one of my videos if I didn't put parsley on top of something? I swear I will put parsley on top of cake. Like, I put parsley on everything. So, another thing that I want to comment on is the fact that I decided to season each side, like side by side, when I could have just mixed the seasonings up in a bowl and just rubbed it on the chicken that way. But you know what? This was a last minute decision, so I'm gonna forgive myself for that one. At this point, you want to pop your chicken and your sweet potatoes into the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes as we get started on our ranch. Now, I don't understand why this footage is a little bit shaky, but it's going to get better soon, so bear with me for that. I'm just chopping up some chives, some dill, and some lemon. And to my bowl, I'm going to add in sour cream, buttermilk, and a little bit of mayo. I know a lot of people hate mayo, but it's so funny because mayo is in so many different condiments that you would never know it was in. So if you're a mayo hater, maybe try mayo in something else or chipotle mayo and see if that changes your mind. So to that, I'm gonna add in some onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Now this is typically the part where I'll decide to customize it. So sometimes I'll add in some chipotles to make a chipotle ranch. But I just left it at that and got started on our rice. So I added in some green seasoning, or if you're Haitian, we call it épice, and I add in my water and let it boil. Add in our rice that has been rinsed multiple times to get rid of that starch, and we're gonna let our rice get going while we work on that salsa or pico de gallo that we have going on. So basically, these were the ingredients that I had in my fridge, and that's typically what I do. You'll notice in some of my videos, I'll just peek around my fridge, see what I have, see what's gonna go bad soon, and then find a creative way to put it all together. Like you can tell these tomatoes, they're wrinkly, they were on their last leg. So I had to find something to do with them. And so I decided to put it together with my cilantro, my red onion, some lime, and make a sort of pico de gallo. So let's get into how I did that. Now this is one of those things when like people put it together, it looks so simple, and it is very simple. You're just basically throwing things into a bowl, but it tastes really amazing. And y'all, give me some knife recommendations. If you made it this far into the video, tell me what knives you used because clearly these knives are trash. They are hot garbage. Speaking of hot, these are some pickled jalapeños that I had And so I decided to use those because I didn't have any fresh ones, and it actually turned out really good. I prefer actually the pickled jalapenos over fresh jalapenos in this recipe. So next time I'm going to do that on purpose. So I added in my lime and all of my ingredients into this little bowl, and I also tossed it around in some salt. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's so simple, but it tastes amazing. And when you put it among the other roasted ingredients that you have in your salad bowl, it's going to add bright, fresh flavor to everything. Last but not least, we're going to put together our broccoli because we are going to get snatched, okay? So throw your broccoli into your pan. Sometimes I'll steam it, but this time I decided to saute it in some garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Honestly, garlic powder is abused in this household, but look how amazing all of the roasted things turned out. Look how amazing our veggies turned out and how fluffy our rice is. At this point, you just want to put together the rice bowl however you like. Make it look cute, make it look pretty. Add our homemade ranch and enjoy it. Let me know if you try this out. Bye.